Good morning, friends. We are learning our subject, that is data visualization, whose code is 3160717. And in that, we are learning the HTML, right? Which is the prerequisite of our subject. So, yesterday we have seen few tags. Just recall, they were HTML tag, then head tag, title, meta, H1 to H6, P tag, underline tag, unordered list, list items, then ordered list, list items, table, table heading, table row, table data. Then we have seen the form tag, right? So for form, action and method are required. Then input type is equal to text, checkbox, radio button, right? All those things also we have seen. Then you can say input type is equal to submit. We have seen the difference between get and post. That is, for get, we use it when we want to pass small data, and post we use when we want to send more data, or we can say that when we want to upload file. When we want to pass the data in secured mode, we are using post method. Fine. So now let us see some more tags of HTML. So here, for input, that is for taking the data from our user, we want to have the text box wherein we can type many things. That is, you can say a little bit more text. So for that, we should be using the text area. So tag is text area. Name we should specify so that we'll be able to have that in the query string, that is whatever is there after the action URL, that is question mark name is equal to value, right? So for that we are specifying name and whatever name you want. Suppose here I have given it as name is equal to resume. Now for value, that is whatever we want to write inside the text area. You can say, ma'am, actually we are going to take the form value, that is from the user we are going to take the input. Yes, definitely. But if you want to give by default some value, then that you can write here. And after that, you can say we need to add the text area. Fine. So for that, what do we do is, let us run that in the browser so we can have the idea. Fine. And one thing is, where do we write all those things? Where do we write this text area? That is also there inside the form tag, because we want to take the input from the user. And for that, in HTML, we are having the form tag. Fine. So let me preview in the browser. Let's see that what we are having here. We can say that name that was there. Then you can say here I can be writing it as say me. Then for choice, which we have seen yesterday, that is we can select the choice. Here is our text area, right? Here is our text area. Let me make it bigger, right? So you can see that. So whatever text we have written in starting text area tag and end text area tag, whatever we have written, that we are able to see here. Fine. So that is a default text for text area. If I want to change, I can. Suppose here I want to write something, I can remove that and write myself, Choksi, am having PhD degree, right? So this is what I can write inside this. And when I do submit query, what happens that you can see here. Let me copy that from here and put it in that file so you can see it properly. Fine. Let me put it here. That is in P tag, I'll be putting it. So you can see it properly in the browser. Fine. What values are being passed? Let's see that. And let us preview in the browser. So what we are able to see, resume is equal to myself, then Ami plus Choksi, plus M plus having, then PhD degree, right? So this is what we are able to get, isn't it? For resume is equal to something, because we have used the method as get. If I change that to post, then will not be able to see that, isn't it? So here you can say that, let me select this here. You can say this is there, but that is the text we have put, isn't it? It is not the query. You can see in the address bar. Fine. So let me submit the query and check it out. Does it display anything in the location bar? No, it doesn't. It is because it is post method, right? Okay. So now let us see some more things. That is, we want to have the A tag. What is that A tag? Let me show you that. I want to link this particular HTML page to other pages or any other web page. Not only the local page, but we may give the real web page, right? So for that, what we can do is we have to use the tag, that is A tag, href, that is equal to whatever is the URL to which we want to go or to which we want to link, right? So that page URL I am giving here. Now, whatever text I want to display, so that I'll be writing after this A tag, angle bracket closes. Then I can write, say here I have written it as places near our CKPCET, and then after we'll be closing the A tag. Fine. So let us see that. Let's see preview in the browser. Right. Now what we can see here. It is not saved. Save it. Now preview in the browser. Yes. Now we can see the link, that is places near our CKPCET, right? And that is you can say is in the blue text. Let me show you. Actually, this link I have already visited, and that is why it is in purple color. Otherwise, it is there in blue color. Let me give any other link. www.google.com, right? Let me show you that. Say A H R E F is equal to google.com a whatever text we want to see here, that is Google. Fine. And let us see it in the browser. Are we able to see Google? Yes. So you can see here we are able to see the color of this link as blue. And this one that is places near our CKPCET, as I have already opened that, it is seen as purple color, right? So the link, what happens if I click on this? We will be able to see the page where this link is there, right? To this particular page that is being linked by this URL, isn't it? We can see this. Fine. So our CKPCET and place is near our CKPCET. Fine. Now, what we want to know? We want to know one more thing, that is image. That's how to put the image. Let us write it here. For that, we are having IMG tag. IMG source is equal to whatever link of image you want to give, you can provide. And for ALT, that is if that image is not available, what text it should display us, right? So for that, you can say, yeah, here I have already put the image link. Let us see that, what it displays. Preview in the browser. Wow. We are able to see Goddess Saraswati Devi. Hope it. She blesses all of us, right? Okay. So this is the way we are able to put the image, right? If we want to have the alternate text, that means if the image is not available, we can see the text, that is, we can return here, right? We can write it here. This is Saraswati Devi, right? So what I do is here I am changing something which is not available. Fine. Let us save it. Oh, that is also available. So we should have given something else, isn't it? That should also be available, then we'll not be able to see the text. Fine. Oh, this is also available. Let me see that. View page source. Oh, it is having the same image, but it is not getting saved. Wait a moment. Let me save it properly, right? You can say, ma'am, you are not saving properly. No, it is not so. Many a times it happens that it is coming from the history of the web browser, right? And that is why we have to reload it. Fine. This one, that is reload the content, right? That's what we have to do. Save, 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 isn't it? Still it is coming. Uh-oh. It is not getting saved. Let us see that. Again, oh, it is just getting and getting and getting. Things are being saved. because here we can see it is s.jpg, but don't know that is also available. Okay, fine, you can put any other image which is not available, and you can say you will be able to see the text which we have written for alt, right? That is the alternate text. Fine. Okay, because Saraswati Devi blesses us, we are able to see her, right? Okay, you can try that, or you can give anything else here. Fine. You should not feel like I haven't seen you that, isn't it? Now let's see. Yeah. Now we are able to see Saraswati Devi, right? Here we are able to see it as Saraswati Devi. This is actually image tag. But as the image is not available, we are able to see the alternate text of it, right? Okay. Now, what next we want to know is sub and sup. Sub is for subscript, and sup, that is SUP, is for, you can say, superscript, right? So let us say that we know that the formula of area is area of circle is pi r square, right? So for that, we'll be using it as pi into r, and we want to give it as square, right? So superscript we want to have, and for that we can say we are using the tag that is sup, say angle bracket over 2 and sup, right? So if we do so, what we are able to see, that is this one, right? Pi r square, that is the superscript. Okay, this is the superscript, right? If we want to see something like this, that is a, and you can say 2 is written below that a, that is subscript. So how to write that? For that, let's see, it is, so inside p tag let us write, so it will come to the new line. Fine. So a, then subtag 2, and subtag, right? So that will give us what? That is, we can say a and subscript as 2, right? So these are the tags we wanted to see for HTML, right? So now let us start our subject.